What's up, everyone? Welcome back to part 3 of the Transform series. And today we're going to talk about faith without works. Now, I know this is the era of NBA players like LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Blake Griffin. But today I want to talk to you about one of my favorite players that I loved to watch when I was growing up. His name is Allen Iverson. AI, as he was called, was drafted number 1 in the 1996 NBA draft. And at 6 foot, he was just simply a beast. I mean, throughout his career, he was MVP. He had multiple scoring titles. He even led his team to the NBA Finals at one point. But outside of all of that, one thing AI will always be remembered for is his interview on practice. That's right, practice. It was to the point where Allen Iverson was at his peak. I mean, he was killing the competition, game in, game out. He's averaging 40 to 50 points a night, and no one seems to be able to stop him. So he figured he'd skip 1 or 2 practices. And as soon as he did that, news began to spread. I mean, it was all over TV, it was over the news, in the newspaper, just everywhere. Allen Iverson doesn't go to practice. So when he was interviewed about it, Allen Iverson decided to defend himself. I mean, he blew up in the interview. He's like, look, we're talking about practice. We're not talking about an NBA game where fans pay money to come see me perform. We're just simply talking about practice where we go over drills and plays. I know that already. No one can stop me. It's evident. You can see the highlights. I'm killing everyone. I don't need practice. Funny thing is, a lot of people view the Christian walk like Allen Iverson viewed practice. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of a story of 3 men who were given money. Money that they hadn't earned, that they hadn't deserved. It was just simply given to them as a gift. One was given $5 million, the other $3 million. The last guy was just simply given $1 million. Over time, the one with $5 million, he doubled his money, made $5 million more. The other with 3, he did the same thing. This last guy did something a little different. Instead of using his money wisely to make other money, he decided to put his money in the bank, put it in his savings account. That way no one could rob him. He wouldn't have to worry about spending it unwisely, but his money would be safe. So after a time, the owner, the giver of the money, comes back and asks the guy with $5 million, says, hey, what did you do with the money I gave you? The guy with $5 million is just excited because he knows that he made $5 million more, and now that he has $10 million, he just simply tells the owner, he says, look, I did this and I did that, and at this point I have $10 million. I doubled the money. Goes to the second guy. He asks for a report on the $3 million that he was given. The same response. Dude is excited. He says, look, I know I started off for $3 million, but while you were away, while no one was watching, I actually doubled that, and now I have $6 million. Everything's looking good so far. Till the owner gets to the last guy with $1 million. He asks the same thing. What did you do with the money I gave you? In his mind, he's thinking like, yo, I'm good. Like, I saved it. I didn't get robbed. I didn't lose it. I didn't spend it. So he says, look, it's in my bank account. All $1 million, just like you gave me, crisp dollar bills and the rubber band still. But to his surprise, the owner wasn't pleased. See, Jesus actually tells this story in Matthew 25. Talks about everyone being given a gift. The biggest gift that you and I have received is the gift of salvation. Jesus dying for us even though we don't deserve it, even though we haven't done anything good to deserve a holy God coming in and paying the cost of our sins. Jesus did that willingly. But also, he's given us talents, gifts, things that we're good at doing, things that make us unique. And the truth is, no matter how you may feel, everyone has been given a gift. Everyone has something that they can uniquely contribute to the world around them, their neighborhood, family, community, the church. God has given you something that no one else can do like you can do it. There's a truth to that. There's a responsibility that comes with that. Because if you don't use the gift that God has given you, you lose it. Yeah, that's right. If you don't make the most out of what has been given you, you'll actually lose it. I know a lot of us see people who do things and they do it well, and we look at them and we compare ourselves to them, and we wish we could do it like they do it, and we want people to respond and to give us the accolades and the hand claps and tell us how good we are. But God isn't looking for that. God is just simply looking for people who will use what He has given them and to give 100% day in, day out when people are looking and even when people aren't looking. God is looking for you and I to make His name famous among people who do not know Him, amongst people who don't know the gospel, amongst your friends who might go to church, but they don't have a personal relationship with Jesus. That's why you have the gifts, to show them the way, to proclaim the truth to them, to change the world. And so I want to challenge you. Don't sit on the gift. Don't put it in your bank account. Don't hide it. Don't feel insecure about it. Take it out the plastic, unwrap it, and use it for God's glory.